Explore the benefits of enhancing your financial well-being with valuable insights. Seeking guidance for financial security can be overwhelming, given the abundance of advice promising quick millionaire status. While much of this counsel lacks substance, there are gems of wisdom. These summaries outline a clear and uncomplicated strategy inspired by the expertise of renowned financial authority Dave Ramsey. By adhering to his plan, you increase your likelihood of organizing your finances effectively and achieving financial stability, a universal aspiration. Within these summaries, you'll uncover 1. The reasons behind your perceived comfort level not being as secure as it seems. 2. The considerations surrounding the potential value of attending college. 3. The importance of avoiding the attempt to tackle enormous challenges all at once, using the metaphor of not eating an elephant in a single sitting. The illusion of financial security is deceptive, and the moment for decisive action has arrived. Are you under the impression that your financial situation is comfortable? Many of us perceive a certain level of financial stability, even if a bit of extra income would be welcomed. You likely hold a job, own a car and a house, making financial troubles appear distant. Yet, regardless of the current sense of security, financial instability may be closer than anticipated. Consider the case of the author's client, Sarah. After calculating their combined annual income at over $75,000 and having minimal debt, she and her husband, feeling secure, opted for a substantial mortgage on their home. But is this truly sustainable? Can they weather unforeseen challenges? Suddenly, Sarah lost her $45,000 per year job, leading to the looming threat of foreclosure on their house. As illustrated by Sarah's situation, unexpected financial setbacks can rapidly thrust us into precarious circumstances. What's the solution? Taking proactive measures before it's too late. Act now to avert unwelcome surprises. It's tempting to ignore this sense of urgency, assuming that one can continue as is until problems arise and then make changes. However, this mindset is irresponsible. Financial challenges can sneak up on you, catching you off guard. Think of it like the analogy of the frog in slowly heating water. Unaware that the water is gradually reaching a boiling point, the frog succumbs without realizing it's in danger. Likewise, your financial security might be quietly eroding, and you might not be aware of it. It's time to implement change. Debt is often accepted as an inherent part of life, but it's crucial to acknowledge its limitations and potential hazards. Our contemporary society continually encourages us to acquire possessions, houses, cars, large TVs, and more. The question arises, how do we finance these seemingly indispensable items? The prevalent answer is through credit. Debt has become so deeply woven into our lifestyle that imagining a life without it seems challenging. Chances are, you yourself carry a substantial amount of debt, whether in the form of student loans, a mortgage, credit card balances, or car payments. Despite its pervasive presence, debt is not a pathway to financial contentment. Instead, it often leads straight to financial hardship. Consider the widespread use of credit cards, which provide users with a sense of seemingly limitless spending power. However, in the long run, they can undermine financial stability. According to the American Bankruptcy Institute, a significant 69% of bankruptcy filings are attributed to credit card debt. Interestingly, while many individuals use debt to create an illusion of wealth, genuinely affluent people tend to steer clear of debt altogether. As evidenced by the Forbes 400 list, where 75% of individuals emphasize that becoming and remaining debt-free is the optimal way to accumulate wealth. Even successful companies like Walgreens, Cisco, and Harley-Davidson operate entirely without relying on debt. If these prosperous entities can achieve success without the burden of debt, the question arises, can't we do the same? The initial stride on the journey to financial well-being involves establishing an emergency starter fund. Having recognized that attempting to achieve financial security through excessive credit spending is not the solution, it's essential to formulate a gradual, step-by-step plan for attaining financial fitness. While the need for change is apparent, it's crucial to understand that transforming your financial habits is a process that cannot be rushed. Taking small, measured steps is in your best interest. Consider the analogy of eating an elephant. Tackling it all at once is impractical. Instead, one would approach it gradually, perhaps starting with a foot per day, then moving to the trunk and eventually consuming the entire body, bit by bit. Similarly, with your finances, attempting to address multiple areas simultaneously, such as your mortgage, credit card debt, and 401k, can dilute your efforts and lead to failure. Therefore, a gradual approach with small, focused actions is advisable. But where do you begin? The inaugural step in your total money makeover is to cultivate a starter emergency fund, a $1,000 reserve set aside for unforeseen circumstances. Statistics from Money Magazine suggest that around 78% of individuals will encounter a major negative life event, like an unexpected pregnancy or car issue, within a 10-year period. Being prepared for such situations is crucial. While $1,000 may not cover all emergencies, it serves as a valuable starting point and diminishes the likelihood of resorting to debt. It's crucial to note that this fund is exclusively for emergencies, and any withdrawals should be promptly replenished. Steps 2 and 3 of the Total Money Makeover guide you to pay off your debts systematically and further enhance your emergency starter fund. With your emergency starter fund in place, you've initiated the journey to transforming your financial situation. Now, the focus shifts to addressing your debts. Step 2 involves creating a debt snowball, a concept akin to rolling a small snowball that, with consistent effort, grows into a substantial snow boulder. In this context, you start by listing all your debts in order of size. The strategy is to concentrate on paying off the smallest debts first. As these smaller debts are cleared, the momentum and motivation build, making it easier to tackle larger, more challenging debts. Moving on to Step 3, the objective is to expand your emergency fund to cover your living expenses for a period ranging from 3 to 6 months. While individual spending needs vary, a common target is often within the range of $5,000 to $25,000. To illustrate, if your family's monthly earnings are $3,000, aim to save $10,000 or more. Achieving this expanded emergency fund not only provides a financial safety net but also instills the confidence to continue progressing toward financial freedom. In the process of paying off debts, even if you need to dip into your savings or retirement funds, having a robust emergency fund ensures coverage for up to half a year. This security empowers you to navigate life with assurance and confidence. Step 4 of the Total Money Makeover advocates for investing 15% of your income in mutual funds to secure a comfortable retirement. Concerns about financial stability during retirement are common, prompting questions about whether there will be enough funds to lead a comfortable life in one's golden years. To address these worries, Step 4 emphasizes the importance of dedicating 15% of your income to investment. While this might seem like a significant amount, there are compelling reasons to allocate this portion of your income. Relying solely on government pension plans for a comfortable retirement is often an uncertain prospect, and the goal is to avoid dependence on external sources for financial well-being during old age. Despite the temptation to allocate less to retirement savings in favor of other financial goals, such as a children's college fund or paying down a mortgage quickly, the reality is that these other priorities may not sustain you in retirement. Degrees for your children won't serve as sustenance, and living in a mortgage-free home without disposable income is a common challenge for many retirees. Once committed to setting aside 15% of your income, the question becomes where to invest it. The recommendation is mutual funds, given the historical average returns of the stock market, which hover just below 12%. Mutual funds capitalize on this trend, making them an excellent choice for long-term investment. When selecting funds, it's advised to choose those with a proven track record of success, ideally spanning more than 5 years, and diversify your investments across various funds for profitability. A suggested rule is to allocate 25% to growth and income, or blue chip, funds, 25% to growth or equity funds, 25% to international funds, and the remaining 25% to aggressive funds, which carry higher risk but also the potential for higher returns. Step 5 of the Total Money Makeover urges parents to plan for their child's college education without resorting to debt. While many parents aspire to send their children to college, the prevailing approach often involves taking on substantial debt. However, as previously emphasized, accumulating debt should be avoided whenever possible, and financing college through loans is not a viable option. College loans can burden your child for an extended period. The current generation of students, often referred to as Generation Debt, graduates with an average debt ranging from $25,000 to $27,000, posing a lasting financial challenge. So, how can you pay for college without resorting to debt? Traditional methods include winning scholarships or saving enough cash to cover expenses. Another effective strategy involves utilizing an education savings account, ESA, funded by a growth stock mutual fund. For instance, if you invest $2,000 annually in a prepaid tuition plan from your child's birth until their 18th birthday, you would accumulate $72,000 worth of tuition. However, if you opt for an ESA funded by mutual funds with an average return of 12%, you'd have $126,000 available for education and living expenses. Importantly, as long as you use this account for educational expenses, the money remains tax-free. Despite these options, it's crucial to assess whether a college degree is the right investment for your child. Daniel Goleman, in his book, Emotional Intelligence, About Successful People, notes that only 15% of success can be attributed to training in education. The remaining 85% is linked to qualities like attitude, perseverance, diligence, and vision. These qualities often prove more valuable in life than a degree. Ultimately, the question arises, does your child need to go to college? If pursuing a college education means accumulating debt, the answer might be no. Step 6 of the Total Money Makeover focuses on achieving debt-free status by paying off one of the most significant loans: your mortgage. Paying off a mortgage often spans decades, but Step 6 emphasizes the importance of expediting this process to attain financial fitness. For many, eliminating their mortgage is the final step towards becoming completely debt-free. However, there are potential pitfalls to avoid on the journey to paying off your mortgage. One common suggestion is to borrow against your home, taking advantage of low interest rates and investing the borrowed money in the stock market. This advice, though, is deemed as ill-advised. While it might seem profitable initially, considering potential returns, after factoring in taxes and fees associated with stock market investments, the actual gains may not justify the considerable risk involved. Another misconception is the idea of taking out a 30-year mortgage with the intention to pay it back in 15 years. Despite good intentions, unforeseen expenses such as high heating bills, pet vaccinations, or family health issues can divert funds from extra mortgage payments. Additionally, unless legally obligated, most individuals do not consistently make the extra payments required to shorten the loan term. A more effective strategy often suggested is to opt for a shorter mortgage from the beginning. For instance, compared to a 30-year mortgage at 7%, a 15-year mortgage can result in savings of $150,000 over the mortgage's duration. Considering the substantial amount saved, the benefits of choosing a shorter mortgage become evident. Step 7 of the Total Money Makeover marks the final stage in achieving financial fitness: following your plan and wisely utilizing your money. With the elimination of debt and the initiation of savings for the future, it's time to focus on building wealth. Surrounding yourself with financial experts, including tax advisors, CPAs, and estate planning attorneys, can provide valuable guidance on how to manage your money effectively. Remaining steadfast in your financial plan is crucial, especially as you age and may be tempted to react impulsively to small market fluctuations. It's important to recognize that these minor disruptions are inconsequential compared to the long-term growth trends of the market. Financial fitness doesn't imply living a frugal life. Enjoying your money is an essential aspect of the total money makeover. Whether it's wearing an expensive watch, driving a luxurious car, or living in a high-value home, these are all acceptable indulgences as long as you can genuinely afford them. Spending within your means is a key principle. You should only spend on what you can afford and avoid accumulating unnecessary debt. Moreover, being prepared to give away money when the opportunity arises is highlighted. Generosity can be just as fulfilling as personal spending, if not more rewarding. However, it's emphasized that you must have financial stability before you can engage in significant charitable giving. Having completed the journey to financial freedom, the final step is to savor it, to live in comfort, happiness, and security. Final summary. The core message of this book is that for many, the sense of financial security is often an illusion. The path to financial well-being involves following 7 baby steps, designed to lead you to a debt-free and financially successful life. Key insights. 1. Financial illusion. Many people may feel financially secure, but this comfort can be deceiving. Debt often supports the illusion of prosperity, but it's not a sustainable foundation for true financial security. 2. The 7 steps. The book outlines 7 steps, or baby steps, to guide individuals toward financial fitness. These steps cover aspects such as creating an emergency fund, paying off debts systematically, investing for retirement, planning for a debt-free college education, and ultimately becoming mortgage-free. 3. Avoiding pitfalls. The book warns against common pitfalls, such as taking on unnecessary debt or investing in risky strategies that may compromise financial stability. 4. Personal comparisons. It's advised not to measure one's financial success against the appearances of peers. The book emphasizes the importance of living within one's means and avoiding the temptation to compete with others based on superficial displays of wealth. Actionable advice. Live your own life. Resist the temptation to compare your financial situation to others. Debt can create an illusion of prosperity, but it's important to focus on your own financial journey. The 7 baby steps outlined in the book offer a practical guide to achieving financial security and success. In essence, the book encourages a shift in mindset, emphasizing the importance of a gradual and disciplined approach to financial management. By following the outlined steps and avoiding common pitfalls, individuals can work toward genuine financial security and live a life free from the constraints of debt. Welcome back, and thank you for returning to our enriching space of knowledge. Here, you have a treasure trove of captivating book summaries designed to arm you with thought-provoking insights and uplifting stories that can inspire you to take massive action. To help us reach a broader audience and spread the joy of learning, we invite you to show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Your support is not merely appreciated, it forms the very foundation of our mission. In return, we pledge to consistently provide you with high-quality book summaries in a timely manner. Let's continue our shared journey toward growth and enlightenment. Here's to joyful reading, continuous learning, and ongoing personal development.